Hey Joe fans, I'm JoeFan82 and I am here with some reveals from the G.I. Joe Classified line. The Cobra Island Target exclusive figure reveals were released last week while I was on vacation, of course, so I couldn't do a video last week. So this might be, well, it's probably old news to you if you are in the know. But I wanted to at least take a look at the images here on the channel because I have no idea when or if I'll ever actually have the figures in hand. I am still waiting for my Wave 1 pre-order to come in, so time will tell when I get those or any of the other classified figures. But we're going to go ahead and go through these images. These were released last week and late in the day on Tuesday, I believe. They released the preview images and said these are going to be available tomorrow at 9 a.m. on the Target website. And I think it was a pretty big surprise to most people. It was to me. I was not expecting to see those. So I'm seeing here. Looks like I might be having some technical issues with YouTube, so hopefully that evens out here. Looks like I'm skipping pretty bad, at least from my end. Hey Gaz, I see you. You're there in the chat. So hopefully you guys can see me and hear me. It says my stream health is poor, so not sure if I'm coming in clear or not, which it's usually not the case. I usually have pretty good signal. So, give it a minute here and see if it fixes itself. Not having good luck this evening with stuff. Benny's got that glow-in-the-dark shirt. Yeah, I didn't know this was a glow-in-the-dark shirt until after I got it. So, yeah, there's gas. It's a bit choppy. So, not sure what the issue is. So I'm not sure if I should stop and restart or what. So, hey Pensive, how's it going? Because I really don't want to go through these if you guys aren't going to be able to see them. Let me try putting up a couple images and we'll see what happens and see if my signal improves a little bit. So let's go. So here is Roadblock. It's a repaint of Roadblock, and he's got a new head sculpt. Looks like he has the same weapons though. And let me see here. There we go. Here he is in package. New artwork for him. And you'll see on the front there it says Cobra Island, Special Missions Cobra Island. And they've got some really nice promo images here for him. His weapon, his main weapon, is recolored. Looks like it's in a darker base with some different colored highlights there. He has removable sunglasses and a longer beard. Still has the tattoo on his shoulder. He's got these stars and stripes across his shirt on the top. And I think he's looking pretty good. No gold on this one, all black on the boots and the sole knee pad, the one knee pad there. So I think he's looking pretty good. I've heard some people say this is he looks a lot like Kimbo Slice, if you know Ultimate Fighting, you know who Kimbo Slice is or was. I could see that, I guess. Let me jump back here. Benny says, don't you have bad weather? No, actually, not right now. It's fine. So that's shouldn't have anything to do with my poor signal here. Not sure what's going on there. Hey, Robert Monty. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Let me get back to you. So, I have two classified figures, Duke and Roadblock from Wave 1, that I got from Amazon while waiting for my pre-order to come in. But so this is Roadblock's first weapon here. So he comes with the same weapon in this Target exclusive, but it's recolored. And let's go back to the Ionic Blood says Hasbro is dropping the ball on the availability of these figures. Yeah, I was going to touch on that. I'm going to go through the images first, and then I'll talk about that a little bit. So let's move on to the next one, shall we, folks? And the next one is Mr. Beachhead. I think people were really surprised to see him because I don't think he's been in any of the promo artwork or the artwork we've seen on packaging yet. And this wasn't the first image I wanted to go to, and he comes with this red beret. It is removable, folks. I've seen some people were upset that he has this on his head, but guys, it is removable, so you can take it off. I think he's looking really good there. Looks like a pretty good sculpt. I will say, here he is in package, some really nice artwork, looks like there on the front. One thing that I'm not a huge fan of are that his weapons are all in the green plastic. They're not, they're not multiple paint apps. It's not even, like, I would prefer these to be in all black plastic versus the green. To me, that's a little bit on the, I don't know, it speaks to a cheaper product, I think. Not that this is a cheaper product, but doing paint on weapons that it's not unrealistic paint apps on weapons, it just doesn't look right to me. So I'm sure some of you probably feel the same. But the thing is, you can probably, if you have the ability or the skill, this would be an easy thing to just cover these in black paint, and there you go. Some of you might like this, but I'm not a huge fan of the green weapons. And here he is with Roadblock. They're looking pretty good together, I think. And so Beachhead, he's looking like Beachhead. I haven't heard any complaints that they've done a drastic redesign for his character. So all in all, I think most people are happy with him, aside from the red beret, but again, that is removable. So let's move on to this one, which I think was also a surprise. Baroness. I think the first time people were thinking we were gonna see her was in a single package, single carded figure. But no, they released her with this motorcycle. And here she is in the box. Some nice artwork there. And I believe the retail on this is around $40. I think I saw that somewhere. And I don't think the motorcycle is a reuse from a previous product. I think this is new. I could be wrong, though. Don't quote me on that. And something that is interesting on the back of all of these figures, for the Cobra Island figures, the backs of the packaging are different. They highlight different places on Cobra Island, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool aspect to the packaging. Something nice for you mint on card collectors. And here she is. It looks like a really nice sculpt to me. This is probably the best action figure face sculpt we've seen for Baroness. I mean, again, that's just talking about the images, not having it in hand. And look at that interesting accessory she comes with, a silver and gold snake-like weapon there. Very cool. And she's got the recognizable black outfit, red Cobra logo. I think she looks like Baroness. I don't think there's any mistaking who this is. She does look like the artwork that we've seen for her before now. She does have the little gold highlights there on her glasses. Here she is with the bike. And I really love these promo images. Takes me back to the olden days when they spent a lot of time and care on those catalog artwork images. 2 gold guns. Now, I'm okay with these paint apps on these guns. This is Cobra. They are allowed a little bit of leeway with their weapons being a little bit out there as far as what they look like. So I would be a little bit less lenient for G.I. Joe running around with gold guns, right? Just some more nice shots here. I think she's looking pretty good. And she also comes with a second head that's basically the helmet. So you take off her head and put the helmet head on, and you can have her practicing safety first as she rides on her motorcycle there. So that is Baroness, and I think it's looking pretty good. I think she's looking pretty good there. Let me head over to the chat real quick just to see. You guys are pretty active here. I'm not going to be able to. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up on everything you guys are saying here. Dagon, yes, I am live. Guys, I meant to earlier today say that I was going to be going live, but I didn't know what time I was going to be able to get on. So I didn't want to say that I was going to be on a certain time and then not show up at that time. So appreciate all you guys tuning in. We got a good group here. And it looks like my stream quality has improved, at least according to YouTube. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. Pensive says, no one can complain because they don't have them. The bots got them all. All right, let me go. Hey, Mr. 1013. Hey, man. Good to see you here. He says, Baroness looks really good. Wish she had a few more gold paint accents on her armor. I'm sure we'll be seeing some more Baroness. Especially with her being in the movie, at least reportedly in the movie. I don't know if she's going to make the final cut or not, but she is in the cast list. So let's go to the last reveal here. And this was one that a lot of people were complaining was not included in Wave 1. The Cobra Trooper. Not a big fan of this image of the Cobra Trooper. It looks like he's trying to do a little dance. I think the posing is a little bit weird on here. Maybe because his helmet's hanging in the air there. But here he is. He's in blue and black. And Here he is in the package. Really like this artwork. This is some of the best artwork I've seen for the line. And it's also a little interesting that they used that the Cobra Trooper is in an exclusive set with Target, and it's not one of the not a widely available set. I would have thought that they would have done a 2 or even a 3-pack of this guy on Hasbro Pulse, because this is a troop builder. People are going to want multiples of these, and to me it makes more sense to make more of them and make them easier to get instead of being an exclusive. So I'm not sure what the thinking was there on that. Some really nice images here. He's armored up. So on the face, the head sculpt, he's not wearing a piece of cloth over his face. It looks like it's more of possibly some type of breathing apparatus or armored type thing, but it's not just, a mask like people are wearing nowadays out and about because of the virus. It's a little more to it than that. There's more detail in the sculpt. He also comes with those goggles that he can put over his eyes. He's actually resembling kind of like a viper here with everything going on. And I think he's looking really nice. You've got the red Cobra logo. I don't know if you can see all the texture in the sculpt, the lines and everything. Just looking very nice. See, here he is with the goggles up over his head. He even looks good without the helmet on, to be honest. Here he is again, and you'll notice on his right arm he's got the red, covering the red badge on his arm that I believe is denoting Cobra officer status. So instead of on his helmet, it's there on his arm, and that's included with the package. So here on the bottom you can see it there next to the gun, the red symbol there. So that's another reason to pick up multiples of these. You can have the regular officer, or the regular trooper I should say, and the officer. And I'm wondering if all of his gear will fit on him like the other figures we've seen. This image would make you think so, but I'm not sure if that's true or not, because he has those 2 handguns also. So but this guy is I think most people are pretty happy with how this guy looks, and I think he's looking pretty good. And one more thing that I wanted to touch. So this just came out today. Well, all right, let me back up. So yeah, I wanted to just touch on the whole pre-order situation. So yeah, I went on Wednesday morning, a little bit after 9, to pre-order the figures like they said would be available, and I was on there a little bit after 9 and everything was sold out. Didn't get anything. Went over to Twitter and everybody else had the same problem. And I think most people were thinking it's scalpers or bots, or scalpers inside bots, working the controls, buying up everything, because right away these figures were showing up or images of the figures were showing up on eBay selling for 2, 3, 4 times retail price, which is ridiculous. And the internet exploded and everybody was crying and upset, with good reason, and so yeah, as of yesterday, the outlook wasn't looking good for being able to easily acquire these figures. But then today, the official G.I. Joe Twitter account, I don't know if you know that they have one, they do. It's the official G.I. Joe Twitter account. They tweeted this today. And it says, demand for the Special Missions Cobra Island collection was unprecedented and due to limited pre-order quantities sold out in seconds. Don't worry, because the Joes have your back. And this is in all caps. The Cobra Island collection will be available in stores and online at Target on August 1st. Yo, Joe. What's interesting here is they said, due to limited pre-order quantities sold out in seconds. So they are blaming it on the amount of product that was available, that was made. They didn't mention anything about scalpers or bots or anybody else. And that's interesting to me because that's the pretty common belief from everybody that was the reason, not necessarily the quantity, although that could be, it could be a combination of both. I don't know. And this is something that's not, this whole issue is not something that is isolated to G.I. Joe. Everybody, Transformer fans, He-Man fans, Marvel Legend fans, they're all having this issue. I think this particular instance was one of the worst, though, from what I've heard, as far as the product just being completely gone within seconds of it supposedly going up for sale, which is, I feel like it's physically impossible for that much product to be instantly just gone, right? And I've heard some conspiracy theorists say that Hasbro themselves bought the product and are now reselling it on eBay, that they are the ones that are jacking up the price on the aftermarket to get more money, which I'm like, it seems like a lot of work on their part, plus I feel like a whistleblower would have revealed that already. They can't even they have a hard time keeping images of the products under wraps before a reveal. I feel like that whole operation would not be able to be a secret for very long. That's just me, though. So unfortunately, so that's this Saturday. August 1st is this Saturday when they say product will be available in stores and online. Of course, this Saturday I am working. Usually I'm never working on Saturday mornings, but this Saturday morning I am. So I'm not going to be able to go to the store in the morning. Hopefully I'll be able to go online and see if there's anything there. Let me head over to see your guys' comments real quick. And okay, sorry guys, I'm trying. Looks, you guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning in here. You guys are chatting away here in the chat. Pensive, that's a great idea. 3-pack would have been amazing. Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't do that. I feel like they would have sold way more of a 2 or 3-pack on Hasbro Pulse versus this exclusive at Target. Mr. 1013 says, now I gotta get up and camp at Target. Yeah, I wonder how many people are going to be in line. And remember, I think Target is still doing that where like the first hour or two that they're open, they isolate, or maybe that's just Publix, I don't know. They isolate it for only senior citizens are allowed in the store first. I'm not sure if they're still doing that or not. Gas says they shouldn't have made any of these an exclusive. I'm trying to keep positive, but I'm really getting tired of exclusives. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people are. I think if there wasn't the issue of acquiring them, I think people would be fine with exclusive. We've had exclusives before with. I mean, they've had them before. Toys R Us, Target, and Walmart. They all had exclusives, but now that Toys R Us is gone, you've got Walmart and Target left, and these retailers. I think it's getting harder for the toy companies, which are only the big ones, have product in these stores now. It's getting harder for them to get product in there. The toy section is smaller. There's more competition. So to even get figures in there, it's they might be having to do a deal where they tell like Target or Walmart, all right, we've got this set of figures, we'll make them exclusive to you. You're the only place that people can go to get them. So that won't guarantee you selling the product. Maybe that's the only way that they can get these brick and mortar retailers to even agree to have the product in the stores, right? Because I think they haven't forgotten what happened with Retaliation. If you remember, they had product out and the movie got pushed back, and then they were sitting with all this product that they couldn't do anything with, or they weren't allowed to put it out, or it wasn't selling, and it was just a big fiasco. And G.I. Joe isn't the massive juggernaut it once was. So I think they're trying to. Now, I'm not trying to defend anybody here or villainize anybody, but I think everybody's trying to figure things out, and Hasbro's trying to make money, Target's trying to make money. I don't think anybody is intentionally screwing the fans over, like a lot of people say. I think it's just sort of a perfect storm of unfortunate circumstances that have put us in this situation. I think if Toys R Us was still around, things would be different. Robert Monte, did you want me to pick you up a set if I can, sir? Well, you're talking about the Cobra Island. I am hopeful that I will be able to get them on the website. So if I'm not and you're able, maybe I'll let you know. Sean Beckett says, I think he will be abundant ultimately. Maybe you're saying the products will be abundant. I remember when figures used to come out and there was a big rush to get them, and then those same figures that there was a big rush for would end up sitting on the shelf for months. I don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like these figures are being made in a very low quantity compared to other stuff, like the new He-Man line from Mattel. I have a feeling they're making way more of those than they are of G.I. Joe. I'm just guessing. Action figure expert. Not all stores put stock out at the same time, unfortunately. Yeah, and also, it varies by store too. I've seen some people already have Wave 2 figures. They already have Gung Ho, the Red Ninja, Cobra Commander. I don't know how they got them, where they got them, but so some of us are still waiting for Wave 1. But other people already have Wave 1 and Wave 2. And some people have been able to find these Cobra Island figures at Target, and Target let them buy them. Others have found them at Target, and Target said, oh no, we accidentally put these out too early. You can't have it now. That's on Target. Why would you put something out early? So it's really just a crazy time that we're in right now. Mr. 1013 says, was it 2 Targets in my area this past weekend? G.I. Joe was gone. 1 Roadblock sitting. Over the past week, I was at 3 different Targets. 2 while I was on vacation, and the Target closest to my house, there was 0 G.I. Joe at any of them. So I haven't yet to see any G.I. Joe product at Target. Snappage says, Hasbro stock is down more than 20% this quarter. Ouch, need to stop the exclusives. That might have something to do with it. I don't know. I'm not an expert on stocks. So that could be it. There could be other stuff going on there. But I think Hasbro has seen the comments that people have made. I think everybody's been very vocal about this. I think they would have to have their head in the sand to not hear about these issues. NECA released a statement. They've also had issues with their exclusive Ninja Turtle stuff. People have had trouble getting them. They issued a statement acknowledging the issues going on, that they were trying to work on it and get things better. I don't think Hasbro has officially said anything. The closest thing we've got is what I showed you, that I've seen, is what I showed you from their Twitter account, which they did not say anything about scalpers or bots or anything like that. They said it was low quantity. So does that mean the same thing is going to happen again on Saturday? Are these things going to, on their website, the Target website, are these going to sell out instantly again? Are they doing anything to prevent that? They haven't said. So it's kind of a wait and see situation. Gonna go a couple more minutes and see what you guys are saying here. Pensive says, Red Ninja is at GameStop for pre-order if you didn't get it. Okay. So is that the only one that GameStop has? I didn't know GameStop was carrying any of these. Snappage, I'm still waiting on my Snake Eyes box set from Hasbro. Me too. I missed, there was that really short window where if you got in on the pre-order, you got yours months ago. And then if you missed that and hit the next wave of pre-orders, you got pushed back. I believe it's August. And I'm in that camp too. I ordered mine I missed whatever the initial thing was, and then I ordered right after. I think it was a few hours later. And so I'm still waiting on mine while other people have had it for months, which is crazy to think of. Impossible Pie says, I'm still waiting for Wave 1 of Star Wars Vintage and seeing Retro Ghostbusters line in my store in Canada. I saw those new, I believe it's called the Plasma series Ghostbusters. I think they're 6-inch. Those look pretty good. I was tempted to pick up Mr. Venkman, but I held strong. I didn't go. I'm not really a Ghostbusters collector. I don't really have anything Ghostbusters, but those are looking pretty good. And Pensive brings up another thing. He says, by the way, dates at the store level have not changed. They have them street dated for the 14th, so Target has the street date of August 14th. But G.I. Joe and Hasbro just said today, August 1st. So, I don't know what's going on there. Is it August 1st or August 14th? Maybe their Twitter account did a typo and put 1 and forgot the 4. Mr. 1013, good to see the 4-inch line coming back. Interested to see if the entire line will be reissues. I'm hoping not. He's talking about the retro line that was revealed. I'm hoping those are not all reissues, that they eventually do some new stuff, and I think that's all going to be based on sales. If it does well, we'll see. We might see some new stuff. If not, then 1, they won't continue the line, and 2, they definitely won't do any new tooling for it. Cobra Island says, hey Joe, Fan 82, are the 6-inch Joes worth it? Worth what, the money or the stress that they're causing everyone from not being able to get them? So I did review Duke and Roadblock here on the channel. You can go check those videos out. But the 2 that I have are good. I think they're worth the money, if that's what you're asking. So yeah, high quality. If you're not familiar with 6-inch figures, they are more detail in the sculpt, something you can't get on a smaller figure. They are at a higher price point, but it's a larger figure, and so there you go. You're trading off accessories for a more detailed figure. These come with a lot less accessories than you'll find on G.I. Joes of the past. Pensive says, Amazon has gung-ho for pre-order now, too. I'll have to go check that out. Every once in a while, I visit Target's website to see if anything's popped up, and I also cruise by Amazon to see what they have up. They didn't have... the reason I've only have these 2 is because the other ones were not available, or they were only available through third-party sellers at way more than what I want to pay right now. Robert Monty says, hey Joe Fan 82, get your Patreon up, sir, so I can support. Yeah, I had a Patreon for a long time, and I had it up for, I think, 2 years, and at the most I had 3 or 4 patrons, and it was, running a Patreon is more work, and it just wasn't worth me continuing to do for what I was getting out of it. So I canceled it, and I'm hoping at some point that I can restart it. I think I've got to get some more. I think the channel needs to grow a little bit more before I can do that, though. Mr. 1013 is just waiting on Destro and Snake Eyes. Awesome, you're able to get the rest of them. Pensive says, I got Winston, not a Ghostbusters fan, but had to get him. I have not seen Winston. I've seen Ray and Peter, Venkman. Those are I forget her name. Sigourney Weaver after she becomes the ghost person, whatever. I forget her name. Those are the only 3 I've seen in the wild. No Egons, no Winstons. Bill, hey Bill, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I as a kid I only had a few. We actually went to Universal Studios, and with most rides, you go through the ride and then they empty you out into the store so they can push kids to buy the products. But they had a a wall with the vintage figures that were available at that time. And I think it was actually towards the end of when the figures it was after they first started, so it might have been some leftovers from that first line. I think we got them a little late, but we got Venkman and Ray. Didn't get Winston, didn't get Egon, the original versions. We did end up getting Egon, where he gets the bug out face, I think his eyes go out or something. That Egon. Never got a Winston. Missed out on Winston. And those were based on the cartoon that was out at the time, not the movie. But these new movie figures look really good. I'm not sure if they're going to do movie figures off the new movie with Paul Rudd. That would be interesting. Interesting to see if they do that. And another thing that, speaking of movies, that I think Full Force or His Tank, somebody posted that it looks like the Snake Eyes movie will be pushed back to 2021. A lot of movies are doing it. Top Gun 2 got pushed back. So it's not really a surprise because it's affecting everybody. And I think they're pushing it back, so hopefully theaters are up and running again, and more people are going to the theater, so they'll get more money. That's the real reason. So I'm fine. It gives them more time to work on the movie. If they want to make it better, sure, go ahead. So I'd rather them take more time to make the movie better than to rush to try to get the movie out by a certain date. And I think that's also possibly affecting what we're seeing figure-wise, because they're going to make figures from the movie. So it's possible some of what we're seeing now, like the Prophet Director Destro, the Arctic Storm Shadow, some of the stuff that's a little out there, we're seeing now versus maybe some of the movie figures that they were intending to start rolling out now. Because I think the movie was originally October, November, but I think now it's in 2021 sometime. Classic Action Figure says, hey, the Ostriker is back up on sale over at Walmart. Just purchased one right now. Make sure to go look under CollectorCon. Okay, yeah, so I missed out on the Ostriker. So if in the retro collection, that's the 1/18th scale guys, the Ostriker, according to Classic Action Figures, the Ostriker's back up at Walmart. So I'm definitely gonna check that out and see, because I missed it the other day when I went. It was sold out. Cobra Island, hey, off the wall topic question, do you watch other channels? I try to. I don't have a lot of free time, so I should make a video about the other channels that I watch, but they're the usual suspects, HCC 788, Form BX 257, Half the Battle, Timmer, Toy Galaxy, Analog Toys. I could go on. And I'm behind. I'm really hit and miss with catching the videos because I don't have a lot of free time to watch them. So, and I got another couple minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna wrap it up here. Is there possible? A good question. Is there a trailer for Snake Eyes yet? No, there's not, and I thought there would have been by now, but it's possible because the movie's getting pushed back. That's why they haven't released it. There was rumblings a couple months ago that any day it's going to come out, and then nothing. So, because I think there was something early spring before COVID that it was an early draft of the trailer or a rough cut of the trailer was shown and people had seen it, and they were going to release the official one soon, and that never happened. So I'm not sure when to expect a trailer. I would think at least a teaser trailer would be good to to any time now. Right? They might want to wait until there's a little bit of a lull. We've had a lot of G.I. Joe news and content lately, so they might want to wait until that kind of dies down a little bit, and then, when there's a little bit of a lull, release the trailer so it's at the top of the news. Pensive, get your super chats. Yeah, I really need to activate the super chat, because it's kind of difficult now that I've got more viewers tuning in live. It's getting more difficult for me to follow and keep track. The super chat will allow me to people that are really want their question or comment noted to pop up. So yeah, I got to look into that. So apologies if I'm not getting to you there in the chat. We got a lot of views. This is really high. There's a lot of you guys in here tonight. So yeah, thanks. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I had planned on ending at 9:30, but you guys have been really active, so I'm hanging in a little bit longer. Action Figure Expert says, if you did not know, the cover alien... Sorry. Okay, you're talking about Roadblocks. I'm not really sure what you're referring to there, Action Figure Expert. Sorry about that. Classic action figures. Any thoughts on the G.I. Joe video game? No, there is one. There's a new one being released, and the cover art looks like it's the same design that we've seen from like the Wave 1 figures, Duke, Roadblock, for the classified line. So, and that's good. That's showing some synergy within the brand, which is good. I know there's some people that aren't fans of this design, but if everything is totally different across the board, it doesn't look as nice as if there's some thinking behind and there's some uniformity there. I'm excited. A new game is good. Hopefully the game is good. I don't know if it's coming out on Switch. Do you guys know if the new G.I. Joe game is going to be available on Switch? Classic Action Figure says, yep, it's called Operation Blackout, and I believe it'll be available on Xbox and PS4. I don't have either one of those, and I don't know if it's worth buying a whole new console just to play this game. So I can't say right now if I'm actually going to be playing it or not. Snappage, there's a video game? Yes, there is a video game. I'm not sure when it's being released, though. So, yeah, we'll have to look into that and see. Impossible Pie, BX257 hasn't put out any videos in a while. Too bad, I really like his content. Yeah, he was really an inspiration for me. He's talking about Form BX257. If you're not familiar with him, he does vintage G.I. Joe videos. Yeah, not sure what's going on with him. So, yeah, head over to his channel and check him out. That reminds me, talking about other G.I. Joe reviewers, in August, starting Saturday, we have Cobra Convergence 5, which is a coming together of all the G.I. Joe content creators on the internet and outside the internet. We've got cosplayers, we've got podcasters, we've got YouTubers. This is all being put together by HCC 788, Hooded Cobra Commander 788. I've done it. He's done it the last 4 years. I believe I've done 3 of them. 3 of the years. I missed 1 year because it was just a crazy year. I am back this year. I think last year it was out. This year I'm back. My video, I'm going to be doing a video for it, which will be at the end of the month, the end of August. So every day there's going to be some G.I. Joe content highlighting Cobra that you can go to. Head over. Let me see if I can put it here in the chat. if you go to hcc788.com, I know it's probably not a link there, but just copy and paste that, and he's got the schedule of who's doing what when. So you can go there and check it out, and that's going to be in August, the annual Cobra Convergence event. And there's also a Cobra Convergence Twitter account. You can find them on Twitter. Just search Cobra Convergence. Oh, good. Classic Action Figures says that according to his tank, it looks like the G.I. Joe video game will be available for the Switch, which is awesome because it's another platform that the game can be available on, but it makes it more likely that I will be able to get it and actually play it. I did download the War on Cobra mobile game, and I played it a little bit, but it's one of those, and it looks nice. The graphics look great and everything. The designs are, it's very stylized. It's not like the previous mobile games where they had their realistic artwork, which I really liked. This is more of a sort of a cartoony kind of look to it, but it's just more time to do something, and I just didn't have time to put into it like you really need. So I haven't really done War on Cobra much. I've only played it a couple times. So if I had more time, I would, but it looks good. If you haven't checked it out, look that up on your phone in the games in the App Store. Look up G.I. Joe War on Cobra, and you'll see it. Download it, give it a try, see what you think. Cobra Island asks, are you ready for Cobra Convergence? This is my first year being a presenter. I know what my video is going to be on. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. So as far as that goes, I'm ready, but I haven't even started working on it yet. I've got some other things that I want to get done first for August, and because I'm at the end of the month, I'm kind of pushing it off a little bit. I'm procrastinating a little bit on it. But yeah, it's awesome that you're involved. There's a lot of cool people involved with it this year. Pensive was able to get the Ostriker. I gotta get over to. I gotta wrap up this live stream so I can go order that Ostriker from Walmart. I missed it before. Classic Action Figure says, I don't have that or any of the Sears exclusives. Looking forward to it. Oh, Cobra Island is reviewing the Dreadnought Assault Jeep. I thought for a minute, I thought you were talking about new Sears exclusives. Like, Sears doesn't have any exclusives for G.I. Joe now. He's talking about the vintage line, Sears exclusives. Thomas Hare, that's my brother, guys. That's my brother. I just pre-ordered the Ostriker for you. Oh, thanks, man. So I'll get you the money somehow. Okay? Text me. Yeah, Snappage, go. Yeah, the Ostriker is available on Walmart website. So go. Impossible Pie question: why do the Vipers need goggles? Well, I don't think they're water goggles. Maybe I misspoke. I said goggles because they're covering their eyes, but I think it's probably some maybe night vision, infrared, something like that. They're not like water goggles. All right, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. It's almost 10 o'clock here. It's getting a little late, so I think that is good for tonight. So that was a lot of stuff we covered. The Cobra Island reveals, so a little bit of news, and I'm hopefully going to be doing some more videos, some more actual action figure review videos coming up soon. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. It was an awesome night. I'm going to try to let you guys know when I'm doing these live streams ahead of time so that you actually know, and you can plan on tuning in. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time. Night night. Good luck. Don't forget, this Saturday, August 1st, possibly Cobra Island classified figures available at Target stores and online. We'll see. Alright guys. Yo Joe. See you later.